Hi, it's Representative Rick Larsen, and it's 8 in the morning here on Friday, and I'm in my Everett office before I head north to Bellingham and Linden. I'll be stopping by the Northwest Washington State Fair a little later today, and in Bellingham doing a variety of things as there as well. But I wanted to do this recap with Rick for this week before I headed north. And it has been a busy week. On Thursday, I was on Whidbey Island. And on Whidbey Island, I met with the Citizens Against Domestic Violence, or CADA. They're a group, it's a nonprofit that provides services to victims of domestic violence. And they're doing a great job there. They do it with minimal staff. And fortunately, there is a demand for domestic violence services on Whidbey Island and throughout the district. So we're trying to figure out some ways to help CADA and the work that it does. I met with the Goosefoot Community Foundation, which is working with a group that created called Island Roots Housing, and they are looking to build affordable workforce housing on Whidbey Island. It's a great need affordable housing is in great demand here in the Northwest, so they're going to do their part. And I was able to visit with Island Transit as well to hear about the agency's ongoing transition to low and no emission vehicles. On Wednesday, I was in rural Snohomish County for a couple of visits. One was on the concrete Sauk Valley Road on Skagit River, which is eroding, and we were able to get an earmark to help the county study options to deal with the erosion there on the river. And I was also upriver at the dams and on the Skagit River with the Upper Skagit tribe to understand their points of view when it comes to the issues around the relicensing of those dams. On Tuesday, I met with soil tribes to talk about my bill, the PROTECT Act, which give tribal courts the authorities to try cases involving drug trafficking and certain firearms offenses. This is important. It's part of plugging one of the gaps that we have found in fentanyl trafficking here in the Pacific Northwest. Cartels are using the gaps in law enforcement that come from on reservations to bring the dangerous drug of fentanyl into our communities, giving tribal courts the authority to try cases like drug trafficking and certain firearms offenses will help close that gap and help shut down one of the gaps that we have in drug trafficking. This bill is the second of 4 opioid-related bills. I also have one on workforce. We'll be doing one on harm reduction, and we will be doing one to support our local law enforcement as well and our multi-jurisdictional drug task forces. These bills align with my efforts to help our communities combat the fentanyl and opioid epidemic, and we're doing it because we know this is a serious issue, not just for our communities, but for individual families. We're celebrating 2 anniversaries this week. The first one is the CHIPS and Science Act. It ensures that U.S. can continue to lead in science and research and help us bring manufacturing jobs back to the United States. It's also the second anniversary of the PACT Act. This ensures veterans exposed to burn pits and toxic substances like Agent Orange can access the care and benefits they need. And so far in our state, the VA has received 39,364 claims for PACT Act claims just in our state alone. So clearly, passing the bill is a huge benefit to veterans and for veterans throughout our state, and of course here in our corner in Northwest Washington State. Well, that's it for me for this recap with Rick. I'll be taking a week off, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.